Well, obviously disappointing. We felt we had a chance in the game at one point. 13 overs, I thought we were well placed to get to at least 165, 170. It's not great to lose 3 wickets against obviously knowing that Hasranga is the best bowler. Yes, disappointed. You expect your senior players to stand up in situations like that and perform, but I think that's part of the game. Sometimes I think in a tournament like that, when you start slow, you're hoping that the team catches momentum at the right time and then finishes strong. So that's the hope.
How would you pinpointed the batting problem? What exactly is the...
Well, I think to be honest, in a T20 format, it's more about for each batsman getting that one inning to give them confidence. Yes, we had Sterling who was in great form, but unfortunately had to leave and go to Ireland. We've now got some backups with the Sri Lankan boys coming in. So yes, we saw a better performance. I just feel it's about your big players coming to the forefront and performing. And I think when that happens for any team, the team looks different. So it's a matter of time where Russ, Sunny, and guys like Colin Ingram who have a lot of experience. You're hoping for them to stand up in situations like that, make it count, and get the team through.
Right, this is Mohammed Abdullah from Perth today. This has been the third consecutive loss for you, and all the matches your batting has not clicked. So, are you planning to make some changes, sweeping changes in batting?
I think this is all we have. I don't think we're going to make any more changes. The guys that, Charit Aslanka and Dhananjay De Silva came back into the setup. Sterling comes in a couple of games. So I think these are the players we have. We're going to back them. We're going to try and make sure that hopefully, there are a lot of characters in this team. They've done it before. Guys like Russell has done it for a long time. You're hoping that in games to come, they can pick themselves up. And like I said, T20 is a game of momentum. It's about one inning, getting that one inning and one victory under your belt as a team, and then things can turn around very quickly.
Are you still hopeful of a turnaround in the fortune?
Well, I think surprising that you asked me that question because I think Knight Riders as a brand has always been fighters. I think if you remember an IPL year before last, we were not very well placed, and we came back to win a lot of games, back-to-back games, and reached the final. So I think we have the character. We have as a franchise history of doing that a lot of times. I think it's just about, like I said before, it's about your big guns coming up and standing up and performing.
Hi, Abhishek. Just regarding the wicket, is it too paced in the first innings and in the later half it gets better for batting?
To be
And
honest,
secondly,
yeah.
any plans of moving Narayan back to opening where he has so much success?
Well, I think to answer your first question, I feel the pitch is played well. I think in most conditions, when you start off, there is a bit of help for the fast bowlers. You take that into consideration. Like I said, taking all that into account at the 13th over mark, we were well set for a big score. So I think from there on, the next 2 overs that we played quite poorly, which is why we didn't get the target that we wanted. When it comes to Sunny, I think it's established over a period of time. Yes, he's had his moments as an opening batsman, but I think he personally is very comfortable batting lower middle order and maximum middle order. So I think it's something that he's very comfortable with.
Abhishek King played a really nice innings today. What do you take out of that?
Well, I think a terrific inning, and that's what I said. I think when one batsman gets a 50, Sterling got a 50 in the first game. You're hoping other batsmen can follow the lead. I thought he batted really responsibly. I thought he batted technically and tactically smartly. And I feel in these conditions where the bowlers do have a bit of assistance, just understanding and being very tactical about your approach is something that is required. And I feel that's where we've lacked as a team. But hopefully the guys can, pull themselves up. But King played a brilliant knock, and I felt he was one of the main reasons why we got to that respectable total.
And Sunil seems to be holding himself back while bowling. Is that something that you've spoken about as a team?
Holding him back in what sense?
As in, he's not been bowling up front a lot. Like he's.
I think
bowling
Sunny has never been someone who's bowled a lot in the power play, and even today he comes. He's mostly the kind of bowler who will bowl one max in the power play if required, but he's someone who comes post 7 and bowls in the death as well. So I think that's what he's always done categorically as a bowler, and I think that's just something he's following.